me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did. And
it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. The numbers for Ridley a week ago. 4 catches, 68 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Here's Jones on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones. And that's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
3. Panthers nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To number 84. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And it'll be a Carolina first.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The running back again.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Good. That ties the game at 3-3.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
Sounds like you're going negative on me there, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, don't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he will find Ridley. That's complete.
Jones.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jones now throwing on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jones. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw over the middle taken in. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 40-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The running back again.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater complete on the quick throw to Moore. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens brings us up at 10 apiece. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. On the return, here's Hall. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And here now come the Falcons. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Jones pass.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Jones on 1st and 10. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jones. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
A gain of 11 on the play.
From the gun, Jones looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
13. Panthers 10.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Panthers.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
28-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break.
13.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Deshaun Watson on fire. 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Devontae Parker, a touchdown reception. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Bridgewater to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
10 more yards.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
It's 2nd and inches. At the 30.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a handoff here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 5 now. Jones,
a very quick pass to Ridley.
and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
From the gun, Jones looking middle, and it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Jones. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down again. Derek Brown in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
It looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensing the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Falcons 13.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And the Falcons.
Jones on 1st down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end.
Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Jones pass.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, Jones. This one caught by Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 11. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Makes the score Panthers 20, Falcons 13.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
Jones.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Off the play fake, Jones. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Bridgewater to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And now look at him go. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And heading back out there now, the Falcons defense here. They're hoping to get the stop, get it into OT, but actually is a takeaway on your mind or just overtime?
You're actually hoping for a gift, because in this situation, you know they're thinking about taking care of the football as well. And you have to be very careful about trying so hard for the takeaway that you miss a tackle, breaks a big run, turns into a play against you. So you're hoping that maybe they just kind of hand it to you, and if so, you'll gratefully accept.
Yeah, they would take that present. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
McMillan on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. I'm coming.
Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throw left side complete. That's more. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
A loss of 3 yards.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Now a run with McCaffrey. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
The Falcons send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. They'll take this inside the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
On the stop.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Makes the score Panthers 23, Falcons 20.
As just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it.
23.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Panthers, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.